Throughout the collective, there has been a widespread healing of the inner fire child occurring. People are awakening to the understanding that they deserve to honor their unique nature, the natural flow of their interest and energy. It is causing the collective to no longer go back and forth between devoting attention and assigning power to the matrix and certain systems and authorities, and giving all of the power and attention towards loving ourselves from within. This is a large collective ascension, and I'm feeling very strongly that it is connected with the internal divine masculine energies. These energies are not attached to gender and exist within all entities, no matter their personal gender associations. In the collective past, there was a powerful wounding which spread out like shock waves and triggered the collective ego to look at the unique, true self and see it as not good enough in some way. For many people, this actually triggered a decades long cycle of embodying patterns in line with those sorts of beliefs. Beliefs that we were not good enough, that we were not beautiful enough, that we were not wealthy enough, that we were not strong enough, funny enough, that we were not deep enough, not connected enough. This particular set of distortions over time eroded the ability of the collective internal masculine to look within at the self with total love and acceptance. It also put in place a consistent vibration of emotional pain, an unconscious emotional pain that often presented as a deep-seated, unexplainable loneliness, as an unexplained feeling of betrayal, sometimes as simply feeling lost on a soul level and not knowing what to do or how to connect in truth. I keep getting the imagery of ripples originating from one center in a body of water, as well as the imagery of groups of varying frequencies, like actual oscillating waves, sort of collecting or arranging in resonance with different individuals. Kind of like how one individual can consist of a mix of several frequencies at any given moment, and it is up to them to choose which vibration to tune into and why. These specific images may be messages to you in and of themselves. However, I'm also feeling that this represents some extremely powerful epicenter of negativity and self-hate, one that radiates those vibrations non-stop. I'm now getting an image of a signal or radio tower. I wouldn't usually mention specific names in collective readings. However, I'm picking up strongly that the energy of the music industry and the decades-long P. Diddy era is one example of this negative epicenter. People close to the center and nearer to where the ripples were forming were aware of the toxic influence that was creating the vibrations, whereas people further away didn't necessarily visualize or encounter the situations where these ripples were originating. This is similar to how people in the music industry knew very well what was occurring, and some of them were being powerfully and consciously negatively affected, whereas most of the collective individuals who are much further out from the center of these ripples might not have been consciously aware of what was truly occurring at the center, but still were impacted by the waves. This happened in the form of music and transmissions, which glorified certain things that were the antithesis of love and divinity. It happened in the form of images, which were pushed forward to glorify self-abandonment and to encourage non-acceptance of the true self. It even happened in the form of arranging the glorification of more widely known voices and faces, such as actors, singers, and radio show hosts. Much of the influence of these negative vibrations was subconscious and had a powerful impact on the inner children of people from many cultures and across all walks of life, from people who grew up feeling unstable to people who grew up feeling relatively secure and beyond. If you are resonating as having been affected by these energies, you might note gains from using subliminals to reorient your subconscious mind. You might also find benefits from exploring your inner child's truths, wounds, and destiny via a spirit alignment session. For information on scheduling this one-on-one in-depth reading, you can visit the link in the description. 3 cards have come out for this reading so far, and 2 of them are the Two of Pentacles. I'm sensing that someone is choosing to follow a new heart-based way of life, not just in love, but in work and in health and everything else too. This could be you, or if you have made this transition a good while ago and have been following that soul-centered way of life for at least some years now, this could be the energy of someone connecting strongly with you in the energetic and or physical realms. This person has felt the desire to follow their heart into their own divine masculine energy. Again, this is not bound to any specific gender. It has to do with someone upgrading their protector and provider energy so that they have a strong hold in the divine and so that they feel secured by spiritual standards as well as physical ones. This is requiring an emotional steering by spirit, wherein this individual is meeting eye to eye with their pain and loving themselves through it. Levels and layers of wounding, loneliness, low self-worth, and lack of confidence are coming up in the collective divine masculine energy to be purged. In some cases, this emotional healing is occurring spontaneously. In many cases, larger and seemingly bothersome, tumultuous events are coming up to trigger this level of deep inner work. The Tower comes out to close the reading. I get the sense that the Tower has already occurred, whether it was in your life or the life of this individual connecting strongly with you in this reading. For many of you, this could be a sudden ending. And for others, it's a very triggering conflict which is dramatically affecting your way of thinking and doesn't have to represent a physical ending. It simply has now presented the opportunity for whoever is experiencing the Tower to pay attention to the inner energies that are coming up to be addressed. This has been an unusual kind of reading for this channel in the sense that it seemed to address a much wider collective of internal masculine energy than I would normally be guided to channel for. For anyone who has resonated with this message, you can stay strong through adversity with the divine by your side and in your heart. I am wishing you strength and love through this journey to living the lifestyle that truly fulfills your heart. Like the video and subscribe to partake in more high vibrational messages in the future. These messages are intended to support you and your intuition on the journey of divine awakening and embodiment. I hope that it has brought you much needed comfort and clarity, and I look forward to connecting in the next video. Take loving care and happy aligning.